Team Smoggy Karting, and again we're back with the MRC with the GT3 World Series, and this time we're at Suzuka and Yamagiwa for a 20-minute sprint race and a 40-minute feature race. Hope everyone's alright this evening. We'll just make sure we're going live. Yep, we're fine. That's fine. As we're just in the practice session of Lobby 2 at the moment, ready to go qualifying in a few minutes' time. So, after last week's eventful race for the start of the season, I will bring up the table for you, if you just bear with us. Obviously, we've had a few incidents that two drivers have been put into the stewards as well. So just bear with me when I find the message. When I find it, there it is. So obviously, two drivers did get called into the stewards after last week's race. One on 3 occasions and one on 1 occasion. So they have received penalty points for that, for their misdemeanors. And obviously, we do have two people who have changed cars so far as well. So they're going to lose their points for last week and start back at 0. So the points stand so far before any deductions or change of cars. So we have Centino in 11th with 14. 13th, sorry, that was 11th, sorry, 10th, I do apologise. 10th is S-Rom with 16 points. MacGyver, 18 points. Fast JMS, 20 points. JCW, 23 points. Berserker Boy, 25 points. Crazy Mac, 27. Infinity James, 30. And the top 3, Sanchez with 32. Dimpy with 37. He got fastest lap as well. And top of the list is Fat Pickles Bro with 40 points. So obviously a few people, I've said 2 people have took into consideration to another car, so obviously their points will drop, so that'll get updated after tonight's racing. And also last week I meant to mention that I put in driver of the day. So last week was Fat Pickles Bro. So if you guys want to join in, please do comment down below and see which was your driver of the day, and I can always, use it as well. But obviously we're on practice still, and we're at Yamagiwa. Just obviously the guys are just getting some practice in at the moment. Move down the field, so we have P. Gibb also who's come in. He's a stand-in, so he's using the Ferrari. Fast JMS is one of the people who's changed his cars from the Subaru to the Porsche. Fat Pickles obviously still out in the Suzuki. Centino in the the Supra. J West still in the Porsche. Infinity James still in the Lambo. Move down, and S-Rom has also changed his car to the BMW. Obviously the Mazda wasn't suitable for him. And then we have the others just in the pits at the moment. Just go through at the moment, like I say, we'll just go through them. At the moment, Dimpy's the fastest on a 134. P. Gibb not too far behind him, only just over a 10th. And Sanchez, literally two hairs behind P. Gibb. And Fat Pickles half a second in that Suzuki Swift, which again does look quite good on the circuit. Everyone else just falls in with the cars. Again, just people sitting about waiting for the qualifying to begin. So again, guys, it's 10 minutes qualifying. So the first race is at Suzuka. and it's a 20-minute sprint race, and their tyres is only softs for that one. And then we move on to the 40-minute feature race, which will contain softs and mediums, so they have to use both compounds. They can use them as many times as they want, as long as they use both compounds in that race, and that'll be 40 minutes long. So we'll just jump off there. We'll go on to Infinity James. So as it stands at the moment, for penalty points, S-Rom leads on them. I know he's watching whilst he's racing. Just thought I'd give him a little shout out. Yeah, I decided to do driver of the day just for a bit of fun. Again, if you guys want to just leave a comment below after the races and see who you think your driver of the day was. Again, we're only a couple of minutes now before we start, 2 minutes before the quali starts. And then, oh, there we go. Obviously the host is going to change the room back to Suzuka. Drop a message again. We'll see how these do tonight. Obviously it's 2 races, so everything's still to play for us. It's still only the start of the season. There's C-Mac out in the Beamer, and then we have Dimpy out, then Berserker Boy, Sanchez, S-Rom in the Beamer, and a brightly coloured Fanta livery. Again, you won't miss him in the rain or the fog. And then we have obviously Fast JMS, Fat Pickles, JOS, P Gib, and Centino and Infinity James in the pits. Obviously just waiting for the time to drop down now. And thanks S-Rom for putting on the decal for the channel, much appreciated. See, you guys are just, obviously C-Mac just lets Dimpy past. So it looks like they're ready to go qualifying. Again, 10 minutes. Oh, and Dimpy sends it into the barriers. So does Berserker Boy. Must be a bit of oil down on the track. And we're ready to go. And who's the first one out? It's Fast JMS. Jump on with him. As we go down to the first corners, with Fast JMS, obviously S-Rom's behind in second. Then we have P Gib and C-Mac. Then Infinity James, Centino, Berserker Boy. Dimpy's come out now, and Fat Pickles Bro. Both out. Jay West and MacGyver. Just sitting in the pits. Up. MacGyver decided to make a move. The blocks on his feet have just finally kicked in. And we'll move up. Obviously, Centino right behind Infinity James. Doesn't need to be at the moment. Again, they're just on outlaps. So, give each other a bit of breathing space. Infinity James runs it wide. Also P Gib out in the gravel. Go to Fast JMS at the moment. Let's He's coming towards Spoon Curve. And down the back stretch. Again, guys are still on their out laps. Great livery there by Fast JMS, the Napa racing team. See S-Rom closely behind. See enough gap. Obviously put a fast lap in between them both. And then we have C-Mac. Santino. Obviously he's backed out a little bit. Vintage James and Berserker Boy. All coming around to the final corners. Down to Casino Triangle. Ready to start their fast lap. See where they get on pole if they can. Dimpy there in 9th at the moment. Again, still on their out laps. Pat Pickles, MacGyver, and Jay West. But it will be Fast JMS who leads the start of the Timons. As he goes through Snake. Down to Dunlop Curve. Around, hugs it round, now into Degner's 1 and 2. Then coming up to the hairpin, he's got S-Ron behind him. Now coming round 200R. S-Rom still there though, not too far behind. Then we come through Spoon, down to the back stretch. Oh, and he's ran it wide and he's sent it into the barriers, Fast JMS. So now we have S-Rom. He's moved up. Unlucky there for Fast JMS. Come down to 130R. Now into Casino Triangle. See what time he's put in. About 2 minutes 1, maybe. No, it's a 2-minute marker. Fast JMS now gets it back on the track. C-Mac. And we have Infinity James on a 201, Berserker Boy on a 201, S-Rom still top, P-Gib 2 minutes as well in second, Dimpy up to second now in 2 minutes, Sanchez on a 201, Infinity James on a 201, Berserker Boy on a 201, he runs it all wide, comes in the pits as well, Santino on a 202, C-Mac on a 229, Fast JMS on a 230 with that spin, Fat Pickles 219, and it's just MacGyver and Jay West at the moment. Just need to put a lap in. MacGyver goes 204, so he's up to 8th, and we'll see what Jay West does as he's coming down to Casino Triangle. Just let the camera catch up as well. He does a 202, so that's put him in 7th. But so far, it's S-Rom on pole, provisional pole, I should say. Oh, and he lets it run it wide, gets a snatch on the steering as well. It's going to drop him a few tenths. Dimpy in second at the moment, only 3 tenths behind S-Rom. Then you got P-Gib, Sanchez. Dimpy a little bit wide, running it just slightly on the grass there. Again, they'll just wait for these cameras to catch up a little bit, which is a bit awkward. S-Rom doesn't improve, or can Dimpy improve on his time? As he comes into the casino triangle. Gets the car rotated very nicely into them corners. Sanchez also on a 2-minute as well, so he's moved up second. No, Dimpy doesn't improve his time at the moment. And we have P. Gibbs obviously dropped down to 4th. Infinity James. Fast JMS 201, same as Infinity James. Again, only a few temps between these guys as well. Berserker Boy 7th. C-Mac in 8th. J West 9th. And someone's just moved up. I think Fat Pickles has moved up to 3rd with a 2-minute .7. And it's MacGyver at the back on a 204. And he's now moved up to 11th on a 202. So Santino's down on 12th at the moment. MacGyver's 11th. J West 10th. C-Mac 9th. Berserker's 8th. Fast JMS 7th. Infinity James up to 6th. Oh, and P. Gibbs lost it. J West now moves up to a 201. Dimpy just in 4th at the moment. Again, top 5, all in 2 minutes. Not even covered by under half a second. We're a test run leading at the moment. Just a red sector there. Again, Sanchez has closed the gap on him a little bit as well. Again, he's behind his Santino. But again, with qualifying, there is no slipstream on. In qualifying, I should say. In race, there is, but in qualifying, it's been took off. So we have Fat Pickles out in 3rd at the moment. Infinite James has also moved into the 2-minute club. We're a test ROM still. Fast JMS has also put a better time in this time round. Infinity James. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in under 2, just slightly over 2 minutes, all within a second. And we have, I think that was Santino on the grass there. And we've got someone there who just randomly joined. And C-Mac in 8th at the moment. Berserker's down to 9th. Santino's down to 10th in the Supra. 11th is J West. But he's moved up to 7th with a 201.021. So now MacGyver's down on 12th. And we have S-Rom in the pits at the moment. Probably just trying to swap his tyres over. See if he can get another fast lap in. He might not. So we'll move through the field. So it's literally... I'd say... just under a second covering the top 10. And it's only Santino and MacGyver just out of that at the moment. Obviously this is the final lap for qualifying. Oh, J West there, just running it ragged. We have Dimpy who's finished. Fat Pickles coming in. Again, Fast JMS has just put a quick lap in, and it's P. Gibb now up to pole, provisional pole. Just squeezes it in there at the last minute. S-Rom's in the pits. Can Sanchez? Nope, Sanchez is done. Infinity James. Also Fat Pickles as well. Dimpy's done. J West. Fast is done. C-Mac. And Berserker, can he pull out a lap time? He does. He also pulls out a 2 minute as well. I think Jay West is still out there. Can he respond to the two? Get it under 2 minutes? Oh, no, he doesn't. He gets it all out of sorts on Casino Triangle. So that's ruined his lap. Anyone else out? I don't think so. I think everyone else now is just, they've done the laps. I think the guys are just waiting for, obviously, with S-Ron being in the pits, it's just going to make the time go all the way to the bottom. So, great qualifying so far. Let's see how many are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the 2 minutes, or just over. And it's still the top 10 within a second of each, within that second gap. And then we have Centino and MacGyver just not making the 2 minute marker. Or just under the 2 minute 1.5 seconds. But again, it's been close qualifying. Also, the second race will be a full reverse grid as well. So we'll go through through it all. As you finish positions from 1st to 8th. So P. Gibb, S-Rom, Sanchez, Infinity James, Fat Pickles, Dimpy, Berserker Boy, Jay West, Fast, C-Mac, Centino, and MacGyver. So that's your starting grid. And it's going to be a 21:10 start. Obviously, just give people a chance to go and have their own pit stop. And we'll see if anyone's going to go out and track. Maybe not, obviously. Just waiting now till 5 minutes time, and then we'll get the race underway. So we have a good mixture of cars as well. So we've got a Ferrari, Beamer, Supra, Lambo, Suzuki, Beamer, Ferrari, Porsche, Beamer, Supra. Obviously just let it move around, and a Subaru. So it's a great choice of cars as well. Again, I don't know who APD Storm is. Just obviously some random. Maybe. Again, we're just waiting. Like I say, we're just waiting at the moment. So obviously we've done the quali. Now it's 11 laps race for sprint. Again, everyone's on the soft tyres for this one. So it's going to be fun to see. So we're expecting no rain as well. It would be fun if we did have the rain on it, though. Might make it a little bit more interesting. Nice little downpour. So it's one of the greatest series I've seen from MRC at the moment. Infinity Series as well, GTTCC. We've had a few other events as well over the years. Obviously, Mazda MX-5s was a good one. Obviously, there is other lobbies for this GT3 World Series. We have Lobby 1, covered by Golden Brownie Racing, and we have Lobby 3, covered by the Crazy Brit himself. For commentary. Again, if you do like this type of racing and commentary, guys, please do like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. So it's just a waiting game. I think the guys as well obviously just want to get going. I agree with C-Mac in the comments there. First to 10th, less than a second. Yep. So it's going to make for a really interesting race. Again, we are missing one or two people. Obviously, work commitments, family life get in the way, and we all understand that one. You know, it's one of them things. Hopefully, the guys who are missing them might be able to catch up on the commentary. I'm obviously watching it live. Also, we've got some, like I say, we've got some great liveries. S-Roms, obviously he's changed it. He's one of the ones who's changed his car, as I've said. He's gone for the Beamer this time with the Fanta livery. And then we have Fast GMS in the Porsche RSR with the Napa livery. Two minutes to go for the sprint race around Suzuka. J West, obviously, he has ducks, I presume. Obviously, I think they've given birth. One of them's given birth to a few little ones. So, basically, congratulations to J West. I wish I did fat pickles. I don't wear suspenders and I don't have a desk. I have a chair. Don't have no table though. So my drink goes on the floor. And we'll give Fat Pickles a little message. And now we're ready for the start now. So good luck, guys. 11 laps round Suzuka. Let's get the nonsense on. See, false starts will be penalised. Wait, oh, there we go. Like 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away they go. Pete Gibb and S-Rom both get great starts. So obviously Fat Pickles as well. As we come down to the first corner. Everyone, looks clean so far. See back a little bit wide. Everyone gets clean out of it. A few places gained by 1 or 2. We'll move up. Dimpy's now up the 3rd. Fat Pickles is up the 2nd, but it's S-Rom who leads. Going through the snake. With Fat Pickles behind. Dimpy right on the tail now with Fat Pickles, bro. And these 2 guys are front heavy, so they may have a little bit of trouble around 1 or 2 of these corners. They may not. Infinity James is in 4th, chased down by Sanchez. Berserker Boy's up to 6th, C-Mac 7th, Fast GMS is 8th, MacGyver 9th, Centino 10th, and 11th is J West, and P Gibb 12th. He must have had a bit of an incident. He's got it back on track. But S-Rom now trying, and it's a battle between Fat Pickles, Dimpy trying to go around the outside, going down to Spoon. But Fat Pickles holds it, coming down to the back stretch now. S-Rom trying to get away from these guys. But it's Fat Pickles still out in 2nd, Dimpy right on his tail still, not letting go. And then we have Infinity James. Sanchez will jump on board with Fat Pickles. Again, you see S-Rom there, trying to pull a gap. He's got 8 so far. As Fat Pickles gains up on him in the corners. Dimpy, oh, gets it all wrong slightly. So that's one down. S-Rom pulling over to the right-hand side, trying to break the slipstream. It doesn't work. Because Fat Pickles and Dimpy have got wise to it. As we come into the first 2 corners. Then through the snake. Again, you can just hear the throttle work being going on there with Fat Pickles. Dimpy's still there. Does look like Infinity James is coming under fire from Sanchez. I'll jump back a little bit into Infinity James. So he has Sanchez, Berserker Boy and C-Mac behind him. But you can see the battle ahead between Dimpy and Fat Pickles and S-Rom. Again, still not pulling away as much. Again, these guys have got another 9 laps. Again, Infinity James now starting to close up on Dimpy. Ooh, gets a little bit on the grass. As we jump off board and go through cameras, see how everyone else is getting on. There's a big gap there between C-Mac and Fast at the moment. J West is now up to 9th. 10th is MacGyver. Santino now under fire from P. Gibb. Can P. Gibb do something? Oh, he has a think about it. Backs it out. Again, the camera's just slightly wayward. P. Gibb still on the back of Santino now. That Ferrari should be able to use the slipstream as much as it can. As it go down to 130R. Down to Casino Triangle. Oh, and P. Gibbs gets it on the grass. Once he's had to back out. So that's allowed Santino a bit of breathing space there. Very unlucky for P. Gibb. MacGyver out in 10th on his own already. J West 9th. Fast is 8th. Infinity James is 7th. He must have had a bit of a drop incident because he was in 4th. So then we have C-Mac really on the back end of Berserker Boy now. Is he going to try and find a way past him as we go around Dunlop Curve? But it's S-Rom still out in the front at the moment with Fat Pickle 2nd and Dimpy 3rd. Sanchez up in 4th now. See S-Rom just pulling away slightly, just over a 1 second lead over Fat Pickles. Oh, Dimpy again, just on that corner, just a little bit of a slide. But S-Rom's gap is starting to close down again by Fat Pickles. It's literally coming down to half a second. As we move on, these guys, top 3. Then we have Sanchez. Berserker Boy still under fire from C-Mac. Then we have Infinity James. Again, I do apologise guys if I've missed some of the incidents, but obviously being live I can't go back and replay them. And then we have Fast that's still out in 8th at the moment, doing a stellar job. J West in 9th. Santino up to 10th now. And 11th P. Gibb. And MacGyver's turn to drop down to the back. But he's stuck on the back of P. Gibb at the moment. We'll jump through him. See how far. He's literally only half a second behind P. Gibb. Slightly increasing that Ferrari, just pulling the power out a little bit better than the Subaru. See Santino still in 10th at the moment. 9th is J West. C-Mac now down to 9th. Has he had a bit of an incident as well? Fast J West has moved up a place. Infinity James in 6th, Berserker Boy 5th, Sanchez still in 4th. Again, doing a stellar job. A newcomer to MRC. Then we have Dimpy still out in 3rd. Then Fat Pickles, he's not letting Esrom get away. Can he make Esrom make him into a mistake and try and gain pole? First place, sorry, not pole. We're not qualifying now. We're actually racing. Again, these guys, again, taking different lines, as you can see. It's what suits them best. But it does look like the top 3 have pulled away, and Sanchez is starting to follow a little bit. And we'll jump on board with Sanchez. We'll see what his point of view looks like. In the Supra, he's in the Supra. So far, he's got the fastest lap of a 2-minute, 0.494. He's a second and a half behind in front of Berserker Boy. But again, his sights are set on Dimpy, Fat Pickles and Esrom. As we're coming up to lap 5 of Askin now. Down the start-finish straight. And he's slightly pulling away from Berserker Boy. Coming into turn 1. Then into turn 2. Drops the gears right down. Get the car rotated in. Get the power down. Now through Snake. Then we're coming up to Dunlop Curve. There, you can see there, Fat Pickles just running a little bit wide. Again, Sanchez with a purple sector. Literally pulling away now from Berserker Boy. We hear the tyres squealing on Sanchez's car. He's really putting the car down now. Again, another purple sector for him. Oh, and we have lost Jay West. You think has technical issues. But at the moment, we're on with Sanchez still, as you can see. Just holding station at the moment, to be honest, in 4th. Not going to do anything. I don't think it looks like he's going to do anything to really push it. Again, he's still got the purple sectors at the moment. He's just making sure the top 3 know he's still there if anything happens between them. See what his time is in the minute. Second. Oh, he's dropped it. He's down into the red. A little lift off there around 130 yard down to triangle. Really dropping the gears down. Again, thank you on board there, Sanchez. Appreciate that. Lap round Suzuka, or near enough. Then we have Berserker Boy out in 5th. Infinity James 6th. Fast JMS 7th. C-Mac 8th. Looks like Fast JMS is coming under a bit of fire from C-Mac there. 9th is Centino. He's been chased down by P. Gibb. There's MacGyver out in 11th at the moment. Well, he's put a personal best in. But at the moment, this is a battle and a half between Pete Gibb and Centino. Supra versus Ferrari. Jump on board with Pete Gibb for a couple of turns. Yeah, and he's trying to find a way past Centino. Can he put him into a mistake? Put the pressure really on him. As we come down to Degner's 1 and 2. Then the airpin. Oh, both ready to run wide. Obviously, Pete Gibb just came off the accelerator a little bit more just to correct the car, so it did go into a slide. As we move back up the field, we're on lap 6 now. Coming up towards lap 7. Infinity James Now starting to catch up with Berserker Boy. Let's go down towards the back, on the back straight, down towards 130R. Getting these guys putting on a good show for yous. Some great racing all involved. You can see Fast JMS running really wide off 130R. Can they get the car corrected? No. C-Mac as well. Both having a little bit of a scrap, sorry. But at the moment, it's Infinity James and Berserker Boy. Sanchez looks like he's dropping off a little bit from Dimpy. And we'll move upfield. Sanchez still in fourth. S-Rom still out in first. Fat Pickles and Dimpy both still there. See, the gap between S-Rom and Fat Pickles is just over a second, but it's to and fro at the moment. And Dimpy is only just over half a second behind Fat Pickles. Again, obviously, Fat Pickles last week was in the steward's office about 3 times, being a naughty boy. Can he redeem himself on this race? And it does look like now Sanchez is starting to catch up to Dimpy a little bit. No, just over a second. Have a look at the tyre wear. Sanchez has got a bit better. Obviously Dimpy's is just wearing out a little bit more than the others, but he's keeping pace. S-Rom. Looks like Fat Pickles has got the better out of the two of them. And go to Berserker Boy. Not much difference between their tyres. C-Mark just dropping off slightly there. Can Fast JMS catch him back up and regain 7th. Centino, P. Gibbs still battling hard. And then we have MacGyver in 11th. Going down the back straight. And then, and Centino's got it all wrong coming out of 130R. That's allowed P. Gibb to get really up him now. Can P. Gibb get him on the start finish? Once the cameras catch back up again. He's literally closed on his tail now. Again, these two haven't let up for a good few laps now, as we're on lap 8. Just grab a quick drink, guys. Do apologise for that. But again, P. Gibb is all over the back of Centino. As we'll move up quickly, and Z-Mac and Fast JMS still holding their positions at the moment. Oh, Infinity James gets it on the grass a little, so it's dropped him off the back of Berserker Boy. Then we have Sanchez still out in 4th, and it's Fat Pickles at the moment who's got the fastest lap of a 2 minutes 1.180. Sanchez is now starting to catch up with Dimpy. And the tyres wearing a little bit more on that Beamer. Then we have Fat Pickles now starting to catch up to S-Rom. And we have a move. Dimpy and Sanchez going at it around the casino triangle. Dimpy holds it in 3rd. Great racing by these two guys. Dimpy not giving up. Sanchez still all over the back of him. Sanchez probably thought he had him in going through the triangle, but no. Now we have Fat Pickles literally all over the back of S-Rom's car. He's going to start eating away at it. He's going to start putting S-Rom under real pressure now. And some great battles going on, some really, really great racing. As we're in lap 9, only 2 more laps to go after this. Can Dimpy hold that 3rd place? His tyres are starting to wear more. Oh, and he's run it wide. Sanchez up the inside. Side by side. Coming towards the hairpin. Still side by side. Dimpy does have the inside. Oh, and Sanchez has ran it wide. He's put it on the gravel. That's very, very unlucky there for Sanchez. That's allowed Berserker Boy and Infinity catch up with him. Berserker Boy now putting the move on him. Obviously Sanchez will have dirty tyres. But Sanchez has held it. But Berserker Boy now comes up the inside. A little bit of door tapping. Infinity James is also there as well. Great racing. Some great racing there. Sanchez still on the attack down 130. He's very, very brave. A little bit of a tap. That's allowed Infinity James to get through. Can now Infinity James attack Sanchez as well? Sanchez is under some pressure now from Infinity and Berserker Boy. That's allowed Dimpy to get away. Some breathing space for the lad. Fat Pickles, again, he's not giving up on S-Rom. He's trying to get fill his mirrors up full of Suzuki VGT. Dimpy, big break there for him between him and Sanchez. Sanchez still back up the 4th now. Great race by some great racing there by Sanchez and Dimpy. It was just unlucky for Sanchez. Berserker still in 5th. Again, Infinity James is still there though, in 6th. C-Mac 7th. Obviously he's going to start catching up a little bit more. Fast GMS in 8th. Again, Centino and P. Gibb haven't changed places just yet. We're still battling really hard. It's not over till they cross the line. And then we have McGarver still out in 11th. Just running his own race at the moment. We'll move back to the top for S-Rom now. Really under fire now from Fat Pickles. Can Fat Pickles do something about it? S-Rom comes off the racing line for no reason. Round 130, Fat Pickles runs it wide. Then we have Dimpy out in 3rd. Sanchez. As we're coming up to last lap now for these guys as well. Berserker Boy still trying to chase down Sanchez. He's got 1 lap to do it. And then we have Infinity James. And then C-Mac behind. How's this battle at the back going? Again, P. Gibb just can't find a way past Centino at the moment. As they enter their last lap as well. Then we have MacGyver out in 11th. So S-Rom is starting to pull a bit of a gap between him and Fat Pickles. And then we have Dimpy out in 3rd. He's got a 1.5 gap round about that towards Sanchez. But Sanchez again is coming under fire from Berserker Boy. Can Berserker Boy do something about in the last few corners? As you come through Deckers 1 and 2 up to the hairpin. Again, this is the final lap. Everyone seems just to be holding station now, apart from these two, and obviously P. Gibb and Centino. But we'll move back up to the top as we're coming down to the road back straight. S-Rom still leading. And he has Fat Pickles right behind him. He's just got a couple of corners to hold out on. Down the 130, yeah. Pat Pickles still there, down in the casino triangle. It's going to be a close finish, a really close finish between these two. But it looks like S-Rob's going to take the win. Fat Pickles is second. Great racing, guys. Then we have Dimpy getting closed down by Berserker and Sanchez. Great racing again. Dimpy's third, Sanchez is fourth. Great race by Berserker Boy, trying to get all to fourth. And then we have Infinity James in sixth. C-Mac's gone to seventh. Obviously, eighth is Fast JMS. Centino's ninth. P-Gib is 10th. And last but not least is MacGyver bringing it home. There we go. So that's race 1 of 2 done. Again, a fantastic race. Some great battles in there. Really, really great battles. And now we're on to Yamagiwa, or Yamagawa, whichever way you want to put it. So this is going to be a 40-minute race and a full reverse grid. Absolutely fantastic race. Some great overtaking there as well. Great battles. It's what you want. Doesn't matter where you are in there. If you're having a battle, it's fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Don't care about your position. As long as you're having a battle with someone, it's fantastic to see. So obviously there's going to be a bit of a break. Again, I think it was just a few, obviously, maybe a few for the steward's mate to see, if that's the case, Infinity James. But again, there's only so many corners you can overtake on, isn't there? So I'm going to just leave you there, guys, while I just go for my own pit stop, and I will be back. Sorry about that, guys. So we all need a pit stop now and then, don't we? So obviously a little bit of things going on there. Obviously I'm sure the guys will sort it out between themselves. And just see how things are getting on. No, I think it was a 21:40 start for a full reverse grid. Don't want that. Yeah, just check on, see if anyone's on, so to speak. So again, if you guys want to, vote for your driver of the day, it's over. Obviously, it's over the two races. I don't want to press that green tick. It's over the two races, so do drop a comment, and we'll see what we can do. Again, it was Fat Pickles who got it last week. A great race by him, holding out in first. Again, I think the BMWs around here, around these two tracks, is quite front heavy, so obviously getting the rotation on the front end can be a little bit tricky for them. But again, it's one of them. The car circuit combo might work well for some, but not for others. It's all trial and error. That's the thing. Everyone's alright this evening? So we'll just keep waiting now. I think it's going to be start time shortly. So we'll see. Good evening to Minnie and Cole. Yes, I am proud. You haven't punted anyone just yet. There's still one more race to go for you. Hope you guys are both doing well. Just bear with me 2 seconds, guys. And now we're ready for the start of the second race. This is, again, a 40-minute race. 2 tyre choices need to be used. Get that nonsense on again. So it's a full reverse grid. Three lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Way to go! P-Gib gets a great start. Looks like Fat Pickles and Dimpy get great starts as well as we go down to the first corner. Whereas P-Gib out in first. Everyone again gets away very, very cleanly. Ooh, a little bit of a tussle there. Nothing to worry about though. Again, you always get it in the first 1 or 2 corners. Just people trying to sort themselves out. MacGyver out at the back at the moment. I wonder if he has an issue. Can't see him having any internet issues by the looks of it. Then we have Sanchez down in 10th at the moment, S-Rom 9th. Fat Pickles is 8th. Fighting with S-Rom and Berserker Boy in the mix. Looks like Berserker Boy is still there. 6th is Infinity James, 5th is Fast. Dimpy's up to 4th. Fantastic start by him. Now he's battling with Centino, runs it around the outside. Ooh, gets a slide as well. And we have P-Gib. P-Gib spins it. Not what he wanted when he was in first. Very unlucky there. So that's dropped him down to 11th. MacGyver, 10th. Again, we'll move up once we get the first lap out of the way, because I think everyone's still swapping and changing. But Dimpy, after lap 1, phenomenal. He's up to 3rd. Now chasing down to 2nd. Centino gets up the inside of him. He does the job. Gets it round. Great move there by Dimpy. Well, Centino's coming back at him. Can't do nothing about it. He has to step behind. While C-Mac gets away in first. Now we'll go up to Berserker Boy. Under fire from Fast GMS. Fast GMS goes to the inside. Thinks twice. Has to come out of it. Oh, and Dimpy gets it wide. But he holds on to second at the moment. Obviously, again, the guys will be on different tyres as well, so we'll go through them once it's settled down a little bit. S-Rob now up 6. Oh, what's Fast GMS put the move on him? On Berserker Boy, he has. Great move. Now he's up chasing down Santino. Pulls it round to the outside. Doesn't quite make the connection. Keeps it on the outside of Santino. Can he get the switch back and the slipstream? He does. Side by side down the start finish straight. Santino will have the inside line. Fast GMS just tucks it in behind. Now we have S-Rom. Oh, Berserker Boy just gets it a little bit wide there, but that's allowed S-Rom to get past. Can he make them? He's got the move done. But Berserker Boy's still trying to come back at him, try and gain that place back. A little bit of side banging there. Gets it up inside. Berserker Boy now gets 5th place back. So S-Rom now has to do it all over again. He's got Infinity James behind him. He's got Fat Pickles. And then he's got Sanchez behind Fat Pickles as well. So a big gaggle of cars here. S-Rom now putting the move back on Berserker Boy. Oh, obviously the cameras just can't keep up at the moment. Swapping and changing between Berserker and S-Rom there. But S-Rom gets the job done. See now, Santino's up in 4th still. And we'll go to C-Mac. So C-Mac's on the softs. Dimpy's on the mediums. Chasing down C-Mac quite quickly. Fast is on the mediums, Santino's mediums, S-Rom is on the softs, trying to get past Santino. Can he do it? Not quite at the moment. Berserker Boy is out on the mediums, same as Infinity James, Fat Pickles on the mediums, Sanchez, ooh, what happened there to Infinity James? It looks like he got a little bit of contact maybe. I might be wrong. MacGyver on softs. And then we've got P-Gape on mediums coming from the back after his spin. So it's 27 laps and we're already on lap 4. Oh, see Matt getting a little bit of slide now. It's between the two beamers for 1st and 2nd. C-Mac's tyres have really degraded badly. Again, this track is a high degradation track. Oh, C-Mac's running it wide. It's allowing Dimpy to get past. And Dimpy has got past. Dimpy now moves up the 1st. But C-Mac's fighting back. Oh, C-Mac's lag. A little bit of lag there. But it hasn't affected. So Dimpy's now literally just going to put the power down, try and get away from C-Mac. C-Mac pulls into the pits. He does. Santino will move. Everyone will move up a few places. So Santino's now 2nd. Chased down by S-Rom. We have Fat Pickles and Sanchez battling for 4th and 5th. Berserker Boy 6th. Infinity James is 7th. Fast GMS is 8th. MacGyver's up to 9th. Again, his tyres are starting to wear. Obviously, the softs will more round here than the mediums. Then we have P. Gabe up to 10th, closing down on MacGyver. And then we have, obviously, C-Max being in the pits, full tank, and back onto mediums. Again, we are missing J. West, sadly. Obviously, the technical issues have still occurred. So, obviously, Dimpy out in first. Over 2.5 second gap on Centino. S-Rom again under fire from Fat Pickles. So it's going to be a rerun from race 1 between these two guys. But Sanchez is also there, just getting a little bit of a slide. So that's allowed Berserker Boy to get past him. And then we have Infinity James out in 7th. And then Fast JMS still in 8th. MacGyver. Ooh, then tyres are really starting to hurt him now. And then P. Gabe 10th. And then C-Mac in 11th. We'll move up the order. Again, some great battles going on at the start of this. And we have S-Rom coming in the pits now. Fast JMS moves up 1. Infinity James. Can he start to catch up back up to Sanchez and Berserker Boy? Getting some little tussles going on in the first few laps. This gaggle of cars, it's absolutely great to see. So we'll go from Centino, obviously closing the gap down on Dimpy now. Dimpy's got a bit of damage. Oh, what's he done? He must have caught something somewhere. He was over 2 seconds. Obviously, can he get rid of it? He has. Centino still out in second. Also, Fat Pickles is there as well, so is Berserker Boy. Then we have Sanchez and Infinity James starting to close up now. And we will take a ride on with Centino for a lap around Yamagiwa. Or Guy, whichever way you want to pronounce it. As you can see, Dimpy's out in front still. Now Fat Pickles, here he comes in the Suzuki VGT, gets a slipstream. Can he keep it out in front? But Centino's got the inside. He's literally there, he backs it out. Is he going to try again? Again, if these two keep battling, that's going to allow Dimpy to move further away from him. See behind as well, we've got Sanchez and Berserker Boy. So Berserker's got past Sanchez. Oh, you can see Fat Pickles just running it wide, trying to get the car tucked in. Now we have Sanchez really fighting hard with Berserker Boy. Tyre wear's pretty much the same. Oh, Berserker gets a little slide, corrects it though. Move back up again. This is a freeway battle now. It's all kicking off at the front. I just wish the camera would go on. Dippy gets a slide. Maybe a bit of contact, but we'll see. So now Centino's up into first, Dimpy second, Fat Pickles right behind Dimpy. Again, Dimpy's tyres are struggling now. We're just not going to give up. So Centino now, lap 8 in first. Fat Pickles out in second. Then we have Berserker Boy up the fourth. Sanchez fourth. Berserker Boy third. Dimpy's come into the pits. He's come onto the soft tyres, I think. Infinity James has also moved up the fifth. God, it's all happened so fast in a matter of turns. Dimpy's now up to wave, down to wave, sorry. God, get my words out as well. After that stop, he hasn't pitted He's only pitted for tyres, but not for fuel. Again, he knows the soft tyres don't last long round here at all. And we have C-Mac out in 9th, S-Rom in 10th on the mediums, and then we have MacGyver out in 11th at the moment. Jump on board with MacGyver. Go on, chase Cam. I can't see any issues with his internet. I wonder if it's obviously the car track combo, maybe. Well, there's a little bit of tyre squeal there, but it's nothing major. But again, he's on the medium tyres, so he may, towards the end of the race, catch up to a few more places. Then we have S-Rom. C-Mac at the moment put the fastest lap in of a 1:34.7. Dimpy out in 8th, chasing down P. Gibb. Then we have Infinity James in 5th. Berserker Boys moved up to 3rd. Sanchez in 4th. Again, these two guys battling. Sanchez still not giving up. Can he make Berserker Boy go into a mistake? Put the pressure on. He's really close now. Trying to find a way past Berserker Boy. Can he do it through the chicane? No, he backs it out. Wise choice. Can he find a way around now? The only next choice is the hairpin at the end. Or this one. Can he? Just not quite there. But again, Infinity James is now starting to catch up to these guys as well. So now it's a three-way battle. Berserker Boy's got his hands full with two cars right behind him. Again, strategy's going to come into play, obviously, between these three guys as well as the rest. We'll have a look at the tyre wear. The tyre wear's pretty much the same between Berserker and Sanchez. Move up. And now it's a battle for the first, and Centino's dropped down. Fat Pickles has took the lead, but Centino's going to fight back. Round the inside, Dave's on the outside. Suzuki versus Supra. Oh, great racing there. Oh, and Centino slides it. Now Fat Pickles has got the inside. Right round the long hairpin. Centino's forced to go wide. Tucks it in behind, so Fat Pickles now leads the race. Great racing again. We'll have a look at the tyre wear. Oh, Centino's tyres are starting to wear more than Fat Pickles. Again, strategy's really going to play now. Then we have Berserker, Sanchez, and Infinity James. Still battling hard for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Do apologise. Fast JMS now coming under fire from P. Gibb and Dimpy. Ooh, gets it on the grass a little bit, does Fast. Again, go around. S-Rom down in 9th with C-Mac behind. And then we have MacGyver. Just running his own laps at the moment. But it's Fat Pickles out in 1st. Centino's still close behind him though. But the battle here now is still Berserker Boy and Sanchez. And we have, I think, Infinity James has gone into the pits by the looks of it. Can Berserker Boy hold him off? Looks like he is. Again, there's not much difference between these two guys' tyre wear, both on the mediums. Oh, and Sanchez nearly sends it in the inside of Berserker Boy, but backs it out. Move up again to the front. Again, this battle and all. Fat Pickles still holding off Centino. Again, Fat Pickles with the better tyres at the moment. Again, some great racing tonight. Move down. Again, Berserker Boy still holding third with Sanchez. But Fat Pickles has come into the pits now. And what's that? Berserker Boy as well. Both have come into the pits. So again, a few people may move up. And Dimpy's come back in the pits as well. Again, just get rid of them soft tyres. Doesn't need them on. You can see the degradation on them tyres really, really bad. I think it's a really strange track to have that much high degradation. As everyone else now comes out of the pits. Tries and finds a place to slot in, so we'll go back to the top. Centino out in first. Sanchez is in second. Fast JMS is up the third, but his fuel light's on, so he's going to have to pit. But S-Rom was up the fourth. Fastest sector at the moment. C-Mac fifth. Fat Pickles bro, after his pit stop, he's up to sixth. Infinity James, seventh. Berserker Boy, eighth. With P. Gibb, ninth behind him. Both in different Ferraris by the looks. And we have a yellow flag who's spun out. Who has spun? May have missed it. So Berserker Boy obviously dropped down now to seventh. Was it? Didn't Pete? Oh, it's Pete Gibb. Does look like Pete Gibbs had another incident. And then we have MacGyver out in 11th. And we have Sanchez now in the pits. But Centino again holding out. And we have Fast JMS in the pits as well. S-Rom will inherit second at the moment. Again, he's probably going to have to make another pit stop. Fat Pickles out in third now. Sanchez, where's he come out? He comes out behind Infinity James. Now he comes out behind Berserker Boy, so he's going to have to do it all over again. And then we have Dimpy out in seventh. Again, we're on lap 13 out of 27 laps. So P. Gibb out in 8th. Then we have Fast, obviously been in the pits. MacGyver up to 10th. And C-Mac in 11th. And we have the fastest lap by Dimpy on a 134.197. So the fastest laps are changing as well. And P gives set a purple sector now. He's on the softs. He's chasing down Dimpy. I think he has got the new Ferrari, I think, by the looks of it. I think it's just the way the liveries are. I might be mistaken. Oh, he's gone down to a personal best, but he's still catching up to Dimpy. But we're on different tyre strategies as well. So we'll move back up the field. Berserker out in 6th still. Sanchez 5th. Infinity James is 4th. Fat Pickles 3rd. S-Rom up 2nd at the moment. But as you can see, his tyre wear starting to degrade on the front right. And then we have Centino literally drinking the car dry at the moment. He's going to have to pit now. as he goes down 35R, the airpin. Then we have S-Rom. Then Fat Pickles. Obviously, again, you've got to use 2 tyres, tyre choices. Obviously, if you are found that you haven't used, you will be put towards stewards. So we'll see what Santino does now. He does come in the pits now. Literally on fumes. We'll see where these 2 guys come round now, especially Fat Pickles. Can he take the lead back off Santino? Santino's starting to fill up now. Fat Pickles has come round back on the start finish straight. Santino's still filling up. Has he put enough fuel in though? But S-Rom's got the hands. Fat Pickles has got past him. Has he? I don't think he's put enough fuel in, unless he's going to make another stop. Again, he's on the softs. Where Fat Pickles again, he's on the mediums now. Again, this is turning out to be some great strategies by the lads. Every single one of them on a totally different strategy. Infinity James coming under fire from Sanchez. Soft tyres versus mediums. Sanchez purple sector. There's Berserker Boy in 6. So again, some great battling going on further down the field as well, which is what I like to see. And we'll just move through the field at the moment. Santino starting to chase down Fat Pickles again. Obviously the softer tyre will only work for a couple of laps. But S-Rom at the moment, he's got around about a 2-second gap, I'd say. Give or take a few tenths here and there as they go around corners. But you see Fat Pickles starting to defend from Santino. Santino right up the inside. Can't do nothing about it. Seems like the Fat Pickles has got that Suzuki VGT dialed in. Especially with no roof on it. Can Santino try and find a way past? But I know Fat Pickles, he's going to make it really hard for him to get past. And we'll move down the field as we go along. So 4th is Sanchez, Infinity James is 5th. Berserker Boy doing a great job in 6th at the moment. B Gibbs 7th. Obviously he's got past Dimpy, who's in 8th. Again, different tyres and fuel strategies. Still all to play for. Then we have Fast in 9th. C-Mac in 10th. And MacGyver out in 11th. Again, just racing his own race at the moment. Not bothering anyone. Nice glow on the Subaru's brakes there. Again, C-Mac. C-Mac looks like he's a little bit glitchy. Then we have Fast again. Well, again, P-Gabe and Dimpy. Still out in 6th and 7th at the moment. Again, I think there's going to be more pit stops, to be honest. So it's going to be interesting to see. Berserker 5th. Infinity James 4th. Trying to chase down Sanchez though. And then we have Santino. Still can't find a way past Fat Pickles. So really some good battles going on still, and we've only got 10 laps to go as well. Again, this is a tough circuit for tyres, not so much fuel. As you can see in the bottom left on the tyre wear as you go through them. Given Dimpy's still there. Gap hasn't really moved that much, to be honest, against these two. And then S-Rom in 8th, over 7.5 seconds behind Dimpy. Then we have C-Mac now coming under fire from Fast JMS. We'll have a look. So C-Mac's got quarter of a tank of fuel compared to Fast JMS, who's got half a tank. And then MacGyver. Just out of the lawn at the moment, like I say, he's not bothering no one, he's just putting his laps in, just doing what he needs to do. As we move up back to the front, again Fat Pickles starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Centino. And then we have Sanchez 3rd, Infinity James 4th, Berserker still 5th, and then P. Gibb and Dimpy. Oh, Dimpy had a bit of an incident. He has dropped off the back of P. Gibb a little bit more. Oh, he gets it all wrong again. Oh, but P. Gibb, he's done it again on the same corner as the first lap. He's spun it. That's not good for him. So it's dropped him down to 8th. Very unlucky there for P. Gibb. He probably just got the power on a little bit too early. But now C-Mac's going to start crawling up his backside. And then Fast as well. Oh, C-Mac gets it a little bit wide on the grass there. Don't think you can smoke that stuff as it's artificial, especially in this game. Then we have S-Rom in 7th, Dimpy up to 6th. He's just over 10 seconds behind Berserker Boy. Maybe a pit stop can change that, we'll see. Infinity James 4th. Slowly catching Sanchez. That Lambo Gt3 seems to be doing really well compared to its GT4 version. But again, at the front, it's Fat Pickles and Centino. Centino doesn't want to give up at the moment. But again, Fat Pickles is going to make it really, really hard for him. And then Sanchez, literally getting closed down by Infinity. But will Sanchez come in? He does. Sanchez comes in the pits for fresh tyres. So Berserker inherits a place to 4th. Obviously, so does Infinity James. Sanchez now comes out on the softs again. And he's 5th at the moment. But he's got S-Rom not too far behind him. Also, Dimpy's in the pits. So is P. Gibb and C-Mac. MacGyver will move up to 8th. Again, but he's got another pit stop to make. Looks like a little splash and dash maybe for him. 7 laps to go. Now everyone's just spaced out a little bit, apart from these two, Fat Pickles and Centino. Who's going to last the longest? I think it's going to be Fat Pickles who's going to hold out. His tyre wear's better, and his fuel. He's probably done a bit of fuel saving as well. With 7 laps to go. Does he come in? No. To be honest, I thought Fat Pickle sold Santino the dummy there and made Santino go in earlier than what planned. Then we have Infinity James out in 3rd. Berserker's in 4th. 5th is Sanchez. Esrom in 6th. 7th is Fast. MacGyver 8th. Do apologise. Then we have Dimpy in 9th. Back out on the mediums. C-Mac on the softs. We'll see how he gets on with them, especially with 7 laps to go. Then we have P. Gibb in 11th. Again, he's had 2 spins on the same corner. And you can see now MacGyver slowly getting caught up by Dimpy. Obviously, I think MacGyver's going to come in the pits this lap. Again, he's done a stellar job this evening. Just kept it on his own. Again, he's only 1 or 2 Subarus in, I think, in this league. As obviously Fast went to the Porsche. And now we have a change for the top. Infinity James, Berserker Boy and Fat Pickles have all come in. So that's Santino, but he's going to have to come in this lap as well. So we're doing Sanchez. He's up to 2nd. Where's Fat Pickles? He's up in the 3rd. He's come out 3rd, sorry. Esrom's 4th. Infinity James 5th, maybe. Berserker Boy 6th. And a little bit of battle. Just gets out in front of Fast JMS there. With Dimpy out in 8th. MacGyver has come in the pits. So P. Gibbs 10th. C-Mac is 11th. He must have had a bit of an off. Obviously, he's been in the pits, I think. And we'll keep going through, obviously. MacGyver out back down to 11th. Obviously, he's going to probably finish the race on the softs by the looks of it. But now we have Santino. Obviously, his fuel light is literally there. Has he got enough to get round and finish this lap off and get into the pits? As you can see, the marker is literally just, he must be on fumes. And he comes into the pits. So where does Sanchez come now? Sanchez will go up to 1st. Then Fat Pickles will move up to 2nd. Esrom up to 4th. So Santino will probably come out. Yeah, he does. Just ahead of Infinity James. But has Santino put enough fuel in? We shall see. Fat Pickles in 2nd, as we're on lap 23 of 27. Sanchez, obviously out in 1st at the moment. 2.5 seconds ahead of Fat Pickles. So this is going to be really interesting to see. Then we've got Esrom in 3rd. Santino's 4th. And we have Infinity James 5th. Berserker Boy 6th. Dimpy's in 7th. P. Gibb 8th. Fast JMS 9th with C-Mac in 10th. And MacGyver out in 11th at the moment. Again, he's going to get points for this race, regardless of his finish position. And obviously, it's only the sprint race. It's the top 10 who only get points. And we do have... Who's done it? Who's done it? Who's brought the yellow flag out? One of them's brought the yellow flag out, and I can't remember. I can't see which one who's done it. Where is Infinity? Infinity's there. Is there? Santino's there. I'll find out shortly. I do apologise for that. Bit of a brain moment. So we've got Sanchez out in first. Fat Pickles starting to catch up to Van Sanchez. Has he got enough laps to do it? He's got 3.5 seconds to do it in as well to catch him up between them. Esrom in third. Santino's fourth. Infinity James fifth. Berserker Boy sixth. Dimpy's seventh. And I think it's P. Gibb who calls yellow again. I might be wrong. And then we have C-Mac in 9th, Fast JMS in 10th, and 11th MacGyver. And you can see the sun's setting, the lights are on, so it's going to make it really more interesting now, especially as the track's going to start getting colder. So obviously the guys are going to start to lose a little bit of grip. Coming up to lap 25. Sanchez still in the lead with Fat Pickles behind. Esrom. Is he getting caught by Santino? Does look like it slowly. Then we have Infinity James, Berserker Boy, and then Dimpy in 7th. And still enough time for people to catch up with. Look. Also, again, guys, if you do find your driver of the day, do put it in the comments. It's just a little bit of fun for the guys. Obviously, a little bit of banter between them all. Also, I was going to do like overtake of the week, but I think it'll be a bit tricky. Obviously you can't look at everyone on the track at the same time, so... But if you do find an overtake that you like, please do drop it in the comments. I will forward them to the organisers. But back to the racing. Sanchez. That gap's coming down between him and Fat Pickles. And we start lap 26 now. Does Fat Pickles have enough time to try and make it a battle for first? Then Esrom in third. Literally getting closed down now by Santino. See, the mediums will start to go off a little bit more with obviously the track temperature dropping. And there we have Infinity James out in 5th. Berserker Boy 6th. Dimpy out in 7th still. P. Gibb 8th. C-Mac 9th. 10th is Fast GMS. And then MacGyver in 11th. Again, these two, could this be obviously one more lap to go after this one? Again, Fat Pickles really starting to close this gap down now, so this is going to be a real intense battle for the last lap. Fat Pickles has their fuel light is on. So is Sanchez's. This is going to be real nail-biting stuff. Sanchez is right front on softs is really, really bad. Fat Pickles, he's got plenty of grip. This is going to be a battle to the end, I think. Centino closing down on S-Rom. A lot of fuel lights on. S-Rom still trying to break the slipstream. Not going to work. Centino all over the back, tries and sends it up the inside of S-Rom. Does he get the job done? Side by side through the S's. But S-Rom holds the place. Centino's desperately trying to find a way past. S-Rom defends the inside. Centino right round the outside. Can he hold it? Side by side. Centino gets the job done. Centino's up to third. Now we move back up to the first and second places. Fat Pickles literally, he's going for it. Sanchez defends on the inside. Fat Pickles, he gets the switch back. He gets the job done. Gets it done on the hairpin. Can Sanchez fight back? I don't think he can. His tyre wear is literally red. Does Fat Pickles take the win? Final corner. Fat Pickles. He's going to bring it home in first. Fat Pickles, he takes the win at Yamagiwa. Sanchez, a fantastic second, a great fought battle for him. Centino, S-Rom, side by side nearly. Centino takes third, fourth is S-Rom. Infinity James, fifth. Berserker Boy, sixth. Dimpy Limpy, he's going to bring it home in seventh. With P. Gabe in eighth. Ninth is going to be C-Mac. Maybe. But he's got Fast JMS. It's not stopped yet. Can Fast JMS pull out the inevitable and get past him for ninth? Side by side. Fast JMS just pips C-Mac to the post for ninth place. And then bringing it home in 11th. MacGyver. Fantastic racing there, guys. Absolutely loved it. I hope you all enjoyed that, because some great racing there. Some fantastic racing towards the end. Absolutely fantastic. Well, it's been a pleasure again, and I will see you all soon.